Lynn Hall. I'm the owner of Plaques Plus in Alma, Arkansas. I've been in business about 2 years now. Started out as just kind of a part-time business, and it's turned into a full-time, as much as I want to do. I coached and taught school for 32 years and retired. Went to work for a sporting goods company selling custom uniforms for area schools and organizations. And I also became a master golf fitter for Callaway Golf, so I got involved with the golf industry. And after about 5 years of that, I was working 50, 60 hours a week, and I decided I like playing golf more than I do getting other people ready to play golf. So I was looking for a part-time business, and I was looking for some kind of piece of equipment that I could build a business, work at home, work when I wanted to, and I wound up going with the Xanté X16. And I actually started out doing a lot of plaques and awards, and the versatility of this machine now, it's endless of what you can do. Okay, here's an example of some of the smaller items that I do. This is a clay poker chip that I do for some of the golf tournaments, and I actually did the raised lettering. I think that has 5 layers. This is really an item that I really didn't know a whole lot about and started messing with them. These are car coasters, and I've done a lot of these car coasters and put the local school logos on them, and they've been a big hit. Of course, golf balls. I did 40 dozen golf balls just last week, but it does a great job on your golf balls. Okay, one thing I've been doing a lot of is with the schools and local organizations, I'll do a lot of plaques and awards. And being able to do the acrylic with the color on the clear is really a hit right now. I rarely do a conventional metal plaque plate anymore. Everyone wants this color. Once they see the color, that's a 1-inch piece of acrylic. They want the colored. One thing here I've had a request, a lot of the kids and students, that's a power charger. Well, I'm gonna put school logos on that, which I think will be a hit. Here's an item that some of the local restaurants and bars, I've actually done some of these, and I'll put their logo on this, and it's kind of a neat little deal. A little keychain, ID, logos, ID ID card holder for your cell phone. Put the ID right there. And then here's something I've been doing. Instead of doing a little plaque or doing trophy, things like this for gifts, like putting the kid's picture on this with his number and the year. It's something neat that I've done. Football players, put the kid's picture on there, school information, and of course here's a large one. I've had a couple people do these for like travel teams, where they will put the team picture, the information, and give that to their sponsors to hang up in their business. And that's really a neat item that I've been doing. One of the reasons I went with the Xanté, and I looked at some other brands when I decided to buy the UV digital printer, is this unit has about 2 inches more height, and I do a lot of custom basketballs, soccer balls, volleyballs, and that extra 2 inches makes a huge difference in saving me time when I'm doing a multiple number of balls. And that was one thing that really caught me. The other thing is, you know, the ability, I have so many logos that are in PNG, JPEG form, and I'm able, you know, to actually pull a PDF file in, or I can just click and pull that other logo that I need instantly. Now here's an AAU logo that I've done on a white volleyball, which turned out really nice. This is kind of my sample ball, but I do a lot of area schools. I'll do the logos for some of the area high schools. Another plus with this X16 is the size. It's smaller. You know, I looked at some bigger units, and I wanted something small starting out. This is the first time I've, you know, been in any kind of business with a piece of equipment like this. And the size of it allows me to bring it into my home office, and it's a lot, you know, it gives me a lot more room, and it's not as bulky as some of the other ones. And the speed of the X16, for what I do and most people do with the machine, it's adequate. Okay, when I decided to purchase the Xanté, you know, Xanté come out, brought it, and they spent about a day and a half with me getting everything set up, ready to go. Everything was smooth, and I think the guy answered about 500 questions for me that first day. I was kind of wanting to know everything about it, but it takes a little time. And the thing about the Xanté, or any of these, the Xanté brand and the printers, they're just so versatile. I mean, I say, well, I'm not going to do anything else. I've got so many outlets and different substrates that I'm doing now. But tomorrow there'll be something new. Somebody will call me and I'll be ready to do something else with it. The system is very easy to use. I'm not a big tech person. Never have my life been, involved with this. I've always coached or been involved with schools, and this is really the first piece of equipment, and it's been very easy to learn. The IQ, learning and incorporating the IQ in with it and getting the IQ to the system has been very good. I was kind of overwhelmed when I first got the machine, and but now it's I've about got it figured out. The ink has done really well. In fact, when I first bought the machine, it was amazing at how little the ink it uses. It's been durable. I've done a lot of outside signs. Of course, I do a lot of golf tournaments and signs for golf tournaments, politician signs, and so far everything has held up really well. The return on the investment has been really good. I'm not working full time, but I work as much as I want to, and I've got, you have so many outlets with this machine, and so the return has been really good. You'll get some big, like myself, I'll get some big orders, I do 200 and 300 at a time, and then you get a lot of the smaller custom orders, which is a big part of my business, is doing the customization on these. I never seen myself doing anything like this, but being able to take a handwritten recipe from grandma, mom, or grandma, put it into the system, into a scanner, and actually print her writing on a board has been really unique. I've done some really neat items using this technology, and you have the ability with this machine, I can put her picture on here with it. So if I can get a picture of her standing in her kitchen and then have her handwritten recipe, that's really neat. The customers, that's kind of blows them away sometimes when they see that. Okay, here's another thing that I do a lot of, custom license plates. These are some of the local schools. This was a mirrored one. This one actually is a clear piece of acrylic and it's painted on the back, so it kind of keeps the elements off of it. And I've done hundreds of mugs and cups for a lot of the local organization. Do a lot of fundraisers for the area schools. And the other thing we can slip around the backside and customize them, put the name. A lot of times they'll put the kids, if it's an athlete, we'll put the kid's number on it. I would recommend the 16 if you're a startup company and not real familiar with the UV printing business and have not used the UV printer. I think this unit is all you need to start out. Now, if it's a huge organization, of course, you're doing a lot more products, you may want the bigger, faster unit. But this unit, it goes about as fast as I need, and it does a great job. But like I said, it's got a little bit more room. It's an 18 by 24, which you can do a full chloroplast sign. And the depth, that extra couple inches that a lot of the other companies that I've looked at, they just don't have that much depth. The IQ software system has been, for me, has been easy to use. It's user-friendly. Like I said, I don't have a background in using a lot of the different softwares, but it has been user-friendly to me. I would recommend it to other people. And the other thing that you can do with the IQ that I like, and some of the things I do, for example, the jigs, you can customize how many you want to do. It's really easy. If you need to do 6, you can do 6. If I need to do 40, I can do 40. For example, the golf balls. So it's really user-friendly as far as customizing an individual product. Another great feature in IQ is the templates that's available to you. There's over 1,000. I know I have done some politician signs and click on all the different outlets and the different ones. are designed for you. You don't have to do a lot of artwork. They're ready. You just got to punch in your color and your names and it's good to go. And I have not utilized that as much as I should, but there is, you know, over 1,000 of those available. Another feature I really like about Xanté is it's a USA American company, and I was really impressed with the customer service, because I had a few phone calls when I got the unit, got set up, and every time I have called, somebody has got back with me within an hour and have stayed. One day I had one of the technicians stay on the line for over 3 hours. We had a little issue with the ink, and we finally worked through it. But I was impressed that, you know, he spent 3 hours with me, and we went through a lot of stuff on the machine that I know now. I know a little bit more about the machine, but he walked me through a lot of steps, and that really impressed me. So now I don't have to call as much because I've been through all that with the technicians, and I can do a lot of little things myself that I don't need the technical help. So far, you know, after 2 years, the machine still operates like the day I've got it. It's held up really well, super solid. It's built, you can tell it is well built, nothing loose. I mean, everything is so tight on the machine, and so far it's been just great. Okay, Lynn Hall with Plaques Plus, and I just want to say I'm a happy customer with Xanté. It's exceeded my expectations. It's actually putting me to work more than I want to, but that's a good thing. And but I think you would be very pleased with the Xanté product.